Peace, 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 peace. Almighty, listen. I, I thought I explained or suggested or revealed. Matter of fact, it was all three of those, because depending on what it was, right? And then we did our own research, and we as a group, whether you was doing the science or not, I was monitoring everything, right? My point is, I already did enough research for us, and the people who gave us this information from the research, those scholars, those doctors, medicines, nurses, right? Those morticians, autopsies and all that, right? We talked to them, got their data. Somebody has to know how to compile the data, put the data together, make it make sense. And so if you look at everything, you'll say, all right, so I'm not sure what you mean. All right, look. All our scholars that deal with historical events, all our scholars and professors and doctors, right? All of ours, our masters, they have given us all of the tools and information that we need to uplift the original people, right? And so, but as long as he keeps us thinking that we are all different, like in the fifth degree, he make you think you all different. And in the seventh degree, he make you think you all different. So how does he make you think you different? Well, he uses, like the father said, uh, religion, right? All right. And the other day I was watching this, and it's on the same subject matter. Right? I'm watching the video of the African brother. I don't got nothing. So a lot of stuff he said is right, exactly. He was saying that the original people in the wilderness of North America, February 20th, 1934, when those people that Elijah was talking to, he's saying that they don't have a culture. And I'm saying that's not true. I understand to a certain degree a lot of our culture is what the colonizer gave us during slavery times. That's a fact. And slavery in America is from Alaska to Chile. So you see how he make you think that is different. It's different. It's the same colonizer. When you start realizing that the prophet Drew Ali was right when he said there's only Asiatics and Europeans on the planet, pick one. Which one are you? See? And they're doing it, picking. They're picking, pause, like they're picking themselves to say what line they're on, even if they're not letting you know. But their ways and actions will say whether they are, uh, whether you look at them and you see them and you say that they are neutral. Now remember, we're all on a moving planet. So it's hard to be neutral on a moving planet. It's hard to be neutral on a moving train. Hard to be neutral in the same space. Getting attacked by the same individuals. So all our people, the other people, don't be mad at them. You have to understand, I'm not saying cater to them or work with them that way. But they're damaged due to syndrome, post-traumatic slave syndrome. They got Stockholm, so they got a lot of shit with them because the colonizer from 1555 all the way to now has never stopped coming for you. If the hood know what I mean, because that's who I'm talking to. That they ain't stopped coming for you, never. They never stopped attacking you mentally, physically, spiritually. They come for your soul, your spirit, and your body. Right? They take your mind from you. It's just the way the devil works. That's how he do it. He working through the colonizer, right? If you want to see it, because the colonizer attacked every Asiatic on the planet. So if everybody else is Asiatic and the Europeans are colonizer, that way you know who's Asiatic and who ain't. And then once you understand that, you throw away all the separation groups and the splits and the things that was nothing but lies, right? Because once you throw that away, then you don't have any more race. Because race is a construct; it's not real. It's like it's like taking a piece of land, putting a fence around it, saying it's yours, and then making people pay to live on it, and no other animal on earth makes other animals pay to walk around and live and find a place to live on earth. Because she's all our mother. We're all sucking her titty. But uh, the colonizer doesn't believe she's his mother. And that's why he treats her like that. Or he does know she's his mother and he doesn't like his mother. One of the two. But anyway, let me get back to the mathematical equation. So what happened was basically, what's happening is all of the people are only doing what the 10% want them to do because that's all they know, and the 10% are way better organized. They're organized at such a capacity that their generation is organized. So their generations read material and they pass it down while they're still physically here. So by the time Grandpa, he's talking to 5 generations, he's making them see his seed. So even though his seed is not the truth, he's been telling it so long, since 1555, he's been telling that seed from Alaska to Chile, right? Don't let him separate you. You say to yourself, we the people from Alaska to Chile, us, we got to get our shit together the same way Burkina Faso is getting his shit together, to the captain, holding down almost the whole Africa, as they call it now, Alkebulan, really, Asia Minor, whichever mathematical equation. The planet is Asia, right? So, wait, hold on one sec. Right, Torre, Captain Torre. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about, Burkina Faso, him, right? That's a good model. He's like, there's other models you could follow. Follow Malcolm. Malcolm had a good model. His whole life is a great model to watch and see and get an understanding from it, right? So what I'm saying is, Almighty, we had all the historical part. Y'all never failed in that part. You knew. I'm talking about it as a people, right? You knew the historical part of what we made knowledge born. Like, we've got past that now. They can't just come up to us with all that racist shit talking about the colonizer built the pyramids. We know that's not true. It's ludicrous to how he even thinks about it. Makes me think of Tyson. It's ludicrous, right? So, ludicrous. So he made me think of the trip we went to Colombia. And, same thing. But anyway, long story short, we've already had the formula. All right, now this is, the song would say, this is how we do it. But really, what we would be saying is, we already know. But what happens is we defend the devil, right? We defend the devil. Well, I don't really do it that much, and I only do a little bit of this, that, like that. That's how we do it, right? So we defend it instead of just owning up and saying, "Well, I ain't been following Leviticus 11, and I haven't been following the noble prophet science on eggs is liquid and you haven't been firm, right? Say that to yourself. Say what you really ain't been doing. And then say, and I ain't been making sure that it's not GMO, it's not processed, it's not any of the things that give you organ failure. I'm not, see, and when you own it up in your head, then you know that the formula is right and exact. Then you say, all right, if I'm gonna be an animal eater, and if you already past 42, you should just give up all the animals because you already been on Earth so long, eating so much poison that you need to detox. It's gonna take you about 7 years to get all that garbage out of you. So you really gotta go hard, right? You want to go hard before your cells at the cellular level. You want to go hard before they mutate, because that's what's going to happen. Uh, the cells mutate. The light part of mutation you'll see will be those moles, those tags, and lipomas. That the heavy part of that, or the medium or the middle ring of that, will be your pancreas will have problems. Your once your pancreas has problems, that's a hormonal thing, and then and your blood vessels have problems. It caused the other problems to come. You see, they're not going at the root. So how do you get to the root of the cure? Like, I don't give a fuck. Name a sickness that you got right now. I would say 85% of the sicknesses and any damage that your body is going through, that the pharmaceutical people and the surgical people and all them are repairing it their way. Your body could fix itself better than them. Your body got nanos in it and all of that kind of science. It does it all on its own. It has everything it needs. You just not giving it the raw material. Right? You're giving it shabby material. They're great architects. The body is the best architect on earth. It could make a whole body without hammer and nail, quiet, without not a sound. You feel me? Right? All my Masonic brethren. We could do that. Right? So we're not giving it the proper food. Like the 12 Jews. Food. You have to do that. What is the job of the 5%? To talk to the unconscious, the 85%. Your job ain't to be sitting with the 5%, being with the 5%, coaching each other, bang, telling each other how great the lessons are. You're supposed to take that information of 120. Mathematics, I told you 120 lessons. Right? You're supposed to take that. Your 12 Jews is your wages. You got that because you don't understand 120. Now you got your Jews. You gotta have food, clothing, and shelter, but you don't have to have it. Come on, man. Don't let the devil control the food, clothing, and the shelter. We should be having our own farms. Everybody's supposed to have their own little farm, even if it's only in their own little house. You have to understand the science behind making sure your energy source, you provide it. The earth give it to you, but you don't take what she give you. You take what the colonizer give you and think that's energy source, and you use that as food. And that tastes good. She got better things that taste even better. Once you clean the colon, see, they don't know what to start off with. I'm telling you, the whole problem with the physical composition, the repair part. Each organ has its own problem, but the repair part, how do you repair it? Like, you need a remedy, don't you? Well, you sitting here running all over earth trying to figure out a remedy. You had the remedy because you got the lesson. How could you not have a remedy if the lesson say do this? Why are you doing something opposite than what it said do? The perishing desire for meat. That's what it said. So you don't even have to worry about whether yours is organic or not organic, because you're not supposed to be eating it. How about that one? Right, we gotta go all hardcore on shit because our group, right, our group are getting old now. And so all the things you neglected to do in 120, They're coming back to haunt you now. Our group, I'm talking about. We already lost mad people already, and they left. How? You the true and living, right? You the true and living. There's no way you should be falling apart. But if a civilized person is not performing duty, what must be done? See, that's what is happening. You civilized person is not performing his duty. You got to think about the many straps that's coming for you. Okay, so now we know when we slip, we get banged. Now, when the first pause, when the first time we slipped and the system did things to you, crush you physically, financially. It do things when you slip, right? You know that kind of slip. But you can also slip by you eat the colonizer's food. The colonizer's food at the corporate level is poison. All right, it is what it is. All those symbols of America, they don't be doing. They let those symbols of America, right? Fast food restaurants are like major symbols too. That's America, right? They don't say when they see McDonald's, they don't say that's India. They say that's America, right? So you got to look at it from that world perspective when you see in yourself, because then and only then will you understand from the root of the planet. The root of the planet's people is from the 30th parallel to the 30th. So it's from the Tropic of Capricorn to the Tropic of Cancer. And their strongest part of their self is the equator. And they are the people who came with the planet. They're Asiatics. It's the same people, right? Their physical composition has been making improvements. It's adapts. Right, they like to call it evolution, but then when they mix that in with, oh, it's one cell started the whole planet and it went on, whatever. They like to do that. So we don't adhere to their Darwin. We adhere to the ancient sciences, the ones that built the pyramids. See, that though their science is what we use. Don't use these motherfucking science because they ain't devils. They got good science because they know what we know about the ancient science, but they not telling you. See, they not telling you. I'm telling you. So, all those major ailments that we get, and all us from 42 up, we got major shit hitting us, especially if we in the 50 states. It's coming for you. If you the original man, I'm going to tell you where you're going to see the telltale signs and shit, right? You're going to see things like lipomas, tags, and moles coming. When you see that shit coming, that means you're overextended the poison. You got too much in you now. You have to detox. People think detox, oh, I'm a detox for 3 days. 3 days? You better detox for 3 years. You better detox 3. You better do it like this. Do it in 3s, 5, and 7. Now you know what you're doing. Do it like that. You got to do 3, 5s, and 7s. You got to hit them in the head. You got to do 1. Then you got to go right for 3. Then you got to go for 5. Then you got to go for 7. Use those use that pattern. I mean, then from 7 you could go up or down, whichever way. Because you're going to do 9 months in the womb. You're going to come out the womb. You've been on Earth 9 months, and then 3 more months you've been on the planet a year. And they don't let you see that part. Think of that. Say, all right, so then if I was born in, say, March, then 9 months back. That's how you do it. Right? You look at the calendar and you go, oh, I got to look at all of you have to look at the whole picture. You can't see the back end. You got to get the front end and the middle end. So if you go in back, you would go like, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So going backwards in 9. So then from there, you might say, well, if you was born, you might have been in September is when you first came to Earth. Air particles and a clot of blood attach itself to the uterus wall. That you were in there. You just wasn't at a cognizant level like you are now. Just like when you're a baby, you don't know what you know now. It takes time to get to where you're really aware of who you are and looking into a mirror and see yourself and know it's you. You can't really do that when you just get into Earth. It takes 9 months for you to just, for that physical composition, to make a physical composition suitable for you to walk around in this environment. And they're telling you from the gate that you're not a baby when you're in the womb. You ain't a baby till you come out the womb. Right? Because they calling you all kind of scientific names other than who you fucking still are. You're that baby in there. Right? And you're just a cell. Your whole self is in there. And then your whole self is in this giant physical body that you in now, and you walking around in it. You're in there. That's the part you got to get. Now that you know that you're in there and it's not you, the body is, man is not the body nor the soul. Man is mind. So you heard Dumar. He was married to the mind. The physical composition is a motor vehicle life that we use to manifest on this physical plane of existence. Right? So you had conception September, you came out in March. That's only 9 months you've been on Earth. You don't get March, April, May, June. Now you've been on Earth 12 months. So you end up with 3 birthdays. Or actually you end up with a conception day. You treat it how you want. You have a day when you came out of the womb. And you don't even, okay, now look, this was so deep about it. You have to go on face value that at least until you're an adult and you could check the bone marrow and then you might be able to determine the age. But other than that, you have to base that on what your parents told you when you was born. They write it down. Everybody kind of knows that you're supposed to write that down when you're the parent because the child doesn't know when it physically came on earth. It doesn't know when it was conceived. But by knowing when you came out, you could pretty much determine when you were conceived. But if the parents was already on it like that, she would know and kind of when she conceived, like I didn't get my period. That's what they'll say. Oh, I didn't get my period. So they know that month, somewhere in there. When by the time you come out, they kind of get a understanding that it takes 9 months from the baby being the sperm and the egg till the baby come out. 9 months. But it's a baby when the sperm and the egg touch. So now that once you got that concept, now you hit the next level. Right? You gotta understand these little simple things. They change your seed. So you can get away from the devil. Because if you don't, you're gonna go to his pharmaceuticals and he's gonna use that. He could do it. He could keep you going with his pharmaceuticals. He can do everything. Fix this, do this. It'll be an artificial fix, but it'll be a fix. He could do it. If you ain't willing to go according to the real dietary law, the real one, like you need to go right into Genesis. If you ain't ready to go in that level and do your own research and understand, I gave you the jewels from the gate. No grain, starch, soy, dairy, sugar. I don't give a fuck what you see or hear or read. If you see that, don't eat it. That's a fact off the table. Don't eat it. According to the prophet, eggs is even liquid flesh. But yeah, you could get by with that because of the paleoism of it. Right? You could get by with that. But you'd have to make sure they were organic and free range. They have shots and this, that, and the third. Because you've been eating shit like that and you made it through 1555 and you were strong still. So it can't be that. He already tried to alter your DNA through giving you swine instead of giving you, say, beef or lamb. Because it is what it is. Right? Because food can change your manifestation. You see it already did you, right? That's why you got hypertension, diabetes, this, that, and the third. That's what we got. We got all that. I'm saying we all got it. It may have not manifested itself yet unless you done switched over. If you switched over, it ain't gonna get you, G. You not gonna be worried about no pandemic if you really doing this side. You're not, because it doesn't. You already know your immune system be at the level of Wolverine level. It be like that. Your nanites don't let nothing happen to you because you clean out that colon. Start there first. So that means what? That means go with green. Go with the chlorophyll. All the green leafy vegetables that live close to the earth. They don't be hanging off no trees. They live close to the earth in little balls. They look like a little round. They look round. When you look at them from the eye, look at the shapes. They look round, right? Lettuce looks round. Romaine lettuce look round. All those kind of round looking things. Like, and then you got the leafy looking ones that, like the spinach. Those are excellent. Superfood, spinach. If you say, all right, I know I'm wrecked. My mitochondria is done. My gut biome is finished. My whole system is shutting down now, and the cells are mutating. All right. So now what are you going to do? Well, immediately what I would do is I would just stop eating food. Period. Because you don't even know what the fuck to eat if your shit doing that. Just think to yourself and say, stop being all my pride. Your pride is telling you that you do eat right and exact, but real life you don't. You eat horrible. You're the worst example of putting things in their body and it'd be right and exact. Us, right? Lamb wool people. We be in the 50 states. The worst. You follow our diet and they be talking about we ain't got no culture. That's bullshit. I know our culture. Our culture is left over because we're such creators. Our culture is left over. This is everything we redid, we refurbished, recreated, redid everything, but we did it with the colonizers' teachings and things of that nature. So the bulk of us are still kind of on the plantation. That's why he was saying that we don't got a culture, because we not going according to our culture. We going according to the colonizer and what he left us, and we call it a culture. So from it, you get the pain. That's why you see culture in it. You see blues, jazz, hip hop, rock and roll, R&B, contemporary. All that came from you. There's no music in the 50 states that did not come from the original man. Right? We can even prove there's no music in Europe that did not come from the original man. Right? Just grab J.A. Rogers, Sex and Races, Volume 1, 2, and 3. So all of these things, we've already beat him in a debate on who's the original man and who ain't. That he can't win that. Malcolm and then already beat him in that. None of the people who's talking shit now talk shit when Malcolm was here. None of them that's talking shit about Elijah's stuff. They didn't talk shit when he was doing it. Right? The lessons themselves, those degrees, will take you to a level that you'll be just like those guys. It can take you there, because look at all the other people's lessons and degrees and what they did, and look at them. And you got this one guy coming out with high science, and the people who come spin off from him: Khalid, Farrakhan, Malcolm, Elijah, the father. All of them are spinning off from his science. That changes the whole manifestation. And now we get down to the level where we at now, and we know damn well you need this. You gotta get it. So you gotta switch over. So first thing I would do is I would do just like the lessons say do. Renew your motherfucking history. Stop playing yourself. Because that's all you doing, sitting there with all your pride. Oh, well, I don't do that. I just did a little bit. I don't really eat that much of that and all that bullshit. Shut the fuck up. You sound like a goddamn clown. I just ain't saying nothing. I'll let you go with that one. Let you go. It's like my man Lang. He's telling me, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. whatever the case may be. So you must be telling me, because you know I got a remedy. As I'm giving him the remedy, he keep arguing each point. So after 3 points, you argue 3 points, I stop giving it to you. I ain't giving it to you now. I ain't gonna give you the remedy because you arguing each point, right? You arguing the 5 points. So if you all argue the 5 points, I don't see the point because you ain't coming out of it. You better go pharmaceutical. You can't not do the pharmaceuticals if you're not gonna do the right and exact dietary law. So if you ain't gonna go organic, raw fruit and vegetables. Pretty much that's what you're doing. You're going organic and raw. And then inside of that, you know which raw vegetables to eat and which ones not to eat. Only the superfoods. Only eat the superfoods when you don't know shit. And then you start doing your little research, this, that, and the third. I mean, if you know me, then you already know I got the blueprint for you. Because if you go to any of the sites, you go to my Instagram, if you go to my 77s, any of the social medias. I don't know the names of all of them because the children were the ones that were speaking to children. When they were children, they were on all these different social medias. The only reason why I ended up with all of these social medias in these modern days is because they were on them, and so and that made me monitor it, see what's going on, right? So by doing that, she had I was an opening. Then now I was able to, not knowing then that's what it was going to lead to, but now I was able to put all the info up because of the way the world is now. You could get information much quicker than you could in the old days when you had to go to the library. Now your library is in your hand, your phone. You could go right online and look up a lot of things. You just got to know what you're looking for. And you got to know how to look for it. Well, I took all of that away. You don't have to do all of that now. You got the blueprint. You know, way back in the days we had the blueprint. We just didn't know it all the way to the level we know it now. We didn't know. But the Indian lady had already told us about no grain, starch, soy, dairy, sugar, and the plantation food and all that. We already knew that. We just didn't go according to it. Once everybody started getting ill, we started going according. Now, all of us that been going according to it, we changed the numbers. So that's all I'm saying. Get them numbers right, low. So you know what to do. It is what it is. I gave you the key. That's the key. Do that. That's what I did. Shit changed the whole motherfucking manifestation, G. Then you start knowing what supplements to add to your manifestation because the earth is the food he ruined the earth soil, so you gotta like know how to who's fixing this, who's doing that, who's making sure that the new micronutrients and is in that. You'll get to that level. But the first level you gotta do is you gotta just get the poison out of you. And the poison is in you by your mindset. Your mindset is telling you those things that you want to eat when you're thinking about what you're eating. All the food that you're eating, more than likely, is poison. Everything you're picking up that you like is poison. You need to throw all your food out and redo all your shit. Because if you ain't on the organic level, then you'll know that everything else you got in there is poison. It's a fact. And you might have, and you said, oh, but there's going to be poisons in the organic stuff. If it's there, it's at such a minute level your body can handle it because I've been doing it and I could tell right away when I go on the other side for 5 seconds, you be on the other side. You know, once you clean out that body, right? Get that colon right. That's the first thing you got to do. Like you got to go get from the gate, go get I want to say those herbs and all that, but that's just going to be too much information for you to grab right at the beginning. You need to get this spirulina chlorella. Get that, right? Open up with that. Open up with wheatgrass. Get that. Open up with dates. Get that. Like you said, why dates, man? I don't got time to explain it all to you, but open up with those. Get perfect amino acids so you don't, for your protein and all that, get that right. Get Manuka honey. Get that. You're gonna need that. Um, Off the top of my head. Oh, get maca. Get that. You got three kinds. All of them is good. Get them. Get that. I like the black maca the best, but get that. That'll help take you to the next level. Then you want to do spinach is like your go-to. That's gonna be your foundation. Where it used to be beans and rice, used to be something like that in your foundation. Now chicken, whatever the fuck you had as a foundation. Now you gonna switch your shit. Your foundation is gonna be organic spinach, chlorella, sea moss. That's gonna be your foundation of food, right? You're gonna try to have that with every meal instead of rice and beans and all that sugar, right? So, because motherfuckers say, "Oh, I don't eat sugar. I don't eat rice." They don't know. All grain is sugar. Your body's either getting fat, sugar, or protein. What are you talking about? That's sugar. You've been eating all nothing but sugar. You got a whole sugar meal. Stop. You're killing me. You eat bread, you get sugar. You eat wheat, grain, any of that, sugar. Right? Any starch, sugar. Any soy, sugar. Any dairy, sugar. All that turns into sugar. What do you think it turns into? Protein? Stop. Your body ain't getting no protein out of no grain. Not on this earth. So they could tell you there's protein in it. Yeah, you ain't getting it. See? You don't even know what you're getting. It's like you saying I can eat bark. You're not a damn termite. See, that's what I'm saying. You can eat these foods, your stomach will be full, but you ain't pulling shit out of them. Because that's not what you're supposed to eat. That's not your natural food. You eating shit that ain't even with your food, ain't your food. So now I gotta fix you. So how you fix yourself? You gotta go green. That's the only remedy. Go automatic green. Try to eat only green. And get all the poison out of you. Once you do that, by the time it's gonna take you a good year to really start feeling different. But within 2 weeks, you'll feel different if you stop eating grain, starch, soy, dairy, sugar. Go with no sugar, no. You should only be drinking water. What are you drinking? You drinking anything other than water? That's right and exact water. If you're not doing that, you messing up again. Water is like the foundation to everything. That and oxygen. Like, think about it. How long can you go without air? And then the next one is how long can you go without water? And then the next one is how long can you go without food? So you gotta have them 12 Jews. They telling you that. You gotta have them, G. That's my word is bond. So now you know those simple tricks. You could come out of it. But the first thing you need to do is stop giving your body food on the gate. Do what the lesson say. Do that 3-day fast. Try that one. Try doing that. Try drinking water and doing that. And telling me when you releasing all them poisons and toxins out of you, you don't feel a little bit better. Then go with the next 3 days. You did the first three. Don't stop. Break that fast with nothing but spinach and then go right back in it. Give yourself a couple of hours of eating some raw green vegetables and then go right back into the fast again. That's what you do. Keep rotating that. If it's 24 hours, you feel like, I just need to get me something to eat. Go ahead. Go grab some walnuts, grab some Brazilian and some macadamia and throw that shit in some real water, put it in a fucking blender, blend that shit the fuck up, drink some of that. Put that fat in you, make your mitochondria flip to the other side. Right? Make your mitochondria not want to burn sugar, but want to burn fat. You got to flip everything over. So that I ain't giving you all of that information like that and you arguing it, you arguing your point, then what the fuck you asking us for if you going to argue your side? Right? That's defeating the purpose. I ain't going to argue with you about your own dumb shit. I'm going to let you go for yours, like I said. That's what happened. One of our group, we know lay. Right? And we know he wasn't listening. He wanted to make his own temple and had nothing but bitches, like he said. I just want a girl. It's going to be all women in my temple. Can we come? No. We laughed. It was funny. But he was dead ass about how he was moving. And then what happened? He like one of the first of us to leave. And he ain't leave because it was a combat where we was defending the nation. That ain't why he left, because he left based on organs not working, which means there was a dietary problem. I mean, you didn't do something right in the stomach. You ate wrong. You are in control of what goes in that mouth. So keep on putting craziness in there and watch what happens. It is what it is. We all did it. I'm not excluded no one from it. I'm just saying, as a people, this is what we've been doing. We've been fighting. We've been doing our thing. But now we got to this point where now we know this. He got a new remedy. Papa got a new band. And he got a new way of coming for us. He switch up every time. You fix one, he go into the next one. You seen it. He had you in the plantation. You switched that game plan up. Now he went to Jim Crow and black codes and all that. See, he ain't never let go. Right? Even after the 60s, he came with the new shit. Drugs and the rule of law and all that old crazy shit they be talking. All that is to get at you. You keep letting them get at you. You don't know how to get back at them. The lessons tell you how to get back at him real easy. Like, you could get back at him like right now. He can't stop you from getting back at him because it's easy, because you just stop doing what he tell you to do. It kills us shit. You see what they doing over here in Africa, right? Burkina Faso and his people. They shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down. That they doing that. Get some PE in you. Public enemy number one. Right? You got to make those kind of moves. But anyway, it is what it is. I got you, but I know y'all ain't listening. I already know. Because I'm already watching you not listen from the gate. Like, you ain't been listening. That's what he said. Why come you didn't tell me about cryptocurrency is a game changer? Well, the reason I didn't say anything about it is, let me start off with, you was broke. You was so broke, you ain't had no money to invest anywhere. And I didn't know it well enough to tell you to risk investing. So that's first answer. Second answer is, you ain't been listening to nothing I said and what I told you to do. What the fuck I'm gonna keep telling you shit? If I've been stopped telling you, making suggestions for you to change your economics, food, clothing, shelter, the whole 12 Jews, I stopped telling you shit because you don't listen. Stop. You killing me with that bullshit. Right? You know damn well you don't listen. You be saying, oh no, I listened to it, that didn't work. Yeah, right. I turn around the corner and see you over there talking about you just caught a deer or some shit. Fuck out of here. So that's what I'm saying. You ain't listening. If you ain't listening, I am done. The hell I'm gonna do? Keep talking about like talking like my chicken, my head with a chicken get his head cut off. I'm acting like that. No, not happening. That's birds do that. I'm not no bird. I'm not gonna keep going over shit that you already know. Right? What the hell? It's like any lie grab the germ from original is devil. Why I keep saying that? I'm not gonna keep saying that. You already know that. So if you already know that, why are you indulging in putting anything in you that is any? Why are you putting live grafted germs in you that are devil? And then looking at me and defending that you doing it. And fuck out of here. That just sound crazy, nigga. It is what it is, right? That's running water in America, right? You doing it. You drinking the water out the sink. You old faucet water drinker. You do it. Now you say, oh, I don't drink no faucet water. Yeah, but you cooking it, just drinking it. Or you go to the bodega and get that coffee. Well, you think they got the water? You think they use the bottled water and made coffee? Yo, you killing me. See, you ain't on it like we was on it in the 80s. When we first got knowledge of stuff, you couldn't get no swine in us. We read all the little ingredients and all that. We don't do that no more. Now y'all take for granted. You go in restaurants that cook swine and act like you ain't eating swine. Cause I didn't eat swine. I had me a steak. But you in a restaurant that cooks it. It's on your food too. What are you talking about? Killing me. Right? That's what I'm talking about. So anyway, divine understanding, born of law, you know what we do is set the record straight, ancient on free Asiatic son of man 7. And I'm out. Peace.
Real nigga, trippin', feel nigga, blues, bendo, like the feel nigga. I'm so hungry. Oh, rich though, niggas still chasing that wealth. Personal shit, so respecting my health. Me being no rich, them cars I've been dealt. Bloodline 50, hard to swallow out of cells. Fast, no bunny, let the cash make up. Corny as fuck, this that shit that I love. School me that, let's take a swim with the one. She know she can't help it, Jet Li, I'm the one. Swim with my missus, a beautiful swan. Kiss on the box, take a shot at my God. My supreme wisdom, kicking massive funk. Wanna live off the land, so I work off the heart. Took a chance with my freedom, to live like a star. Trap, 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 on this life, I live long. Took a chance with my freedom, to live like a star. Trap, 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 on this life of a god. Hit it, shit yellow, call them bumblebees. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Him sip the purple, like active steam. Sip the calm, move it, sip it with the D. Lord of the ring, we flip penny keys. Metric ton, we get them gon' Hercules. The microwave craving, we're forward that baby. I pour the season, cook back the Mercedes. That money bring whole. West craving, let that dope hit the water, form a crystal lake. Yo, break it that girl when I kill him at 8. Hard to see nigga like I pepper spray. One finger get laid, then your face will get 8. I got this bitch eating dick in the make. Public, I'm ignorant as fucking, they love it. You smell the arrogance, you see the hunger. Skinny hood nigga back touching his stomach. Back papa, look the man, I'm back in the dugger. King of the snack when I rap, they can't fuck with me. King of the snack when I rap, they can't touch me. Rich though, niggas still chasing that wealth. Personal shit, so respecting my health. Me being no rich, them cars I've been dealt. Bloodline 50, hard to swallow out of cells. Fast, no bunny, let the cash make up. Corny as fuck, this that shit that I love. School me that, let's take a swim with the one. She know she can't help it, Jet Li, I'm the one. Swim with my missus, a beautiful swan. Kiss on the box, take a shot at my God. My supreme wisdom, kicking massive fuck. Wanna live off the land, so I work off the heart. Took a chance with my freedom, to live like a star. Trap, 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 on this life, I live long. Took a chance with my freedom, to